How are you feeling at this point in time as you come out into this chaos psychologically?
Just terrified, really. I was 18 years old. I'd spent already spent time from the ages of 14 to 18 in lots of other young offenders institutions.
We're going to get to that, yeah.
This place was just a totally different ball game. It was so intense, the feeling in there. And I was just terrified, scared. I'd heard all these horror stories about the place, and it was like I'd heard it was
So
violent.
you're coming out for breakfast, I take it, around this time.
Yeah, you come out. Was there breakfast then? I think. There was still breakfast then. Maybe
And you
on the
don't know
weekends.
anybody.
Don't know anybody there. Most people in that prison are from London, Hackney, Tottenham, the predominantly young black areas, Moss Side, Manchester.
So did anyone sweat you as you come out for your breakfast on this morning when people...
You get tested straight away. People coming. When you arrive in that cell, people are banging the wall straight away and say, "Bring your toiletries out at dinner," and you don't even know who it is. Bring your stereo out at dinner, or tea, or so and so, or this person from 3 doors down. He said, "Bring your," and it's not. No one's polite. It's like, "Come to your fucking window." That's how you're spoken to. So you're tested immediately. And you have to fight. If you don't fight, you'll be a victim for the rest of your sentence. You have to fight. You have to come out.
So what was your first major challenge when these guys are testing you on this first day?
There was 2 guys that were there who I'd been fighting with in Norwich. My friend threw hot water over him, and they attacked me in the showers with a knife.
This is in this new one that you're going to?
This was in Norwich.
Oh, this is in Norwich.
Two young lads from London.
Yeah.
Attacked me with a knife in the showers when I was naked, trying to cut my face.
And what was that over?
That was over at Norwich. There was a fence, and people used to throw like cannabis over.
Yeah.
And we used to hook it up, and I hooked it up. My friend threw it over, and then these guys were at the window saying, "Send it to us."
What did they have to do with it?
Nothing.
They were just trying to grab it.
Yeah, because I got it in the window, and then I was breaking bits of hash off and sending lines to people, to my friends, and then again, like I said, not polite, threatening. What you think you can send everyone bits of hash and not send us? And I was like, yeah. And then that's when it escalated. My friend waited on the stairs, threw hot water over one of them, and it went all over his neck.
Boiling water.
All his skin went pink, all just peeled off. And I remember on the induction wing, I was walking and I looked up and they were both there. And one of them went onto my wing and one of them went onto another wing. And I saw him. And as soon as I saw him, I was just like, oh no. And he's eyeballing me, intimidating me. Nothing happened in the end, but that was kind of my first challenge with someone.
So this is your enemy from the other prison, is eyeballing you. Yeah. Just going back to the other prison story a minute. So I just want to get this a bit clearer for the people watching this. So you were bringing in the weed. These guys had a sense of entitlement. Next thing, you're drawing first blood, actually, because your mate is throwing boiling water on his face.
Yeah.
Is that because you thought these guys were going to attack you? You guys?
Well, yeah, you have to attack first. In young offenders institutions, because it's not in the cells, it's all on the landing. And it will be 10 seconds. You've got basically 10 seconds before the officers jump on you. So in that, even less, 5 seconds, because the officers are normally there. So it's always on the stairs or in little dark corners or on the exercise yard or at the pool table. And you've got 10 seconds to attack somebody before they will attack you. So you have to, by that time, even though I was only 18, I'd already had years of experience in young offenders institutions. And I'd just learned over those years that you have to, so my friend made the decision to attack them first.
Did you know he'd made that decision?
Yeah, because I remember him waiting on the stairs at dinner.
Yeah.
And it's it's like when you say in American prisons, when someone calls you a bitch,
Yeah.
you have to fight. In the young offenders institutions, they will cuss your mum. And when they cuss your mum, if you don't go and attack them, then you'll be a victim for the rest of your sentence.
Yeah,
so
I understand. Yeah.
So the threats will happen at night out the window. So that with that situation, he said, like, it's on then, it's on. So when someone says it's on and then they just shut the window,
yeah,
you can't go back to the window and go, oh, please, mate, let's sort this out, because everyone will just laugh at you and then you'll be a victim. So as soon as someone says it's on, then you have to fight. And you can either wait for them to attack you, or you have to go, you have to attack them before they attack you. And when you attack them, it's got to be quick, bloody. When you're talking about the metal trays in the American prisons, we had them in the young offenders institutions. People would have them smashed around their heads. I've seen people pick up the whole hot water urn and throw that at people. And it's very quick, very sudden. And you've just got to try and beat somebody in a few seconds before they can do anything to you intensive, because it's such a short period of time. In the adult prisons, you go in the cell and shut the door and fight for 10 minutes and no one's coming to help you. Totally different. But in the young offenders, it's in front of everybody.
I'm really glad you've explained that, because people are really interested in the psychology of prison violence, and you've really detailed the mentality of the young offenders. It is like a gladiator school in some of these prisons.